Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Get Your Ass Up and Move Fitness and Nutrition podcast. I am your host, peta-gay Barrett with Barrett Fitness. And on this podcast, we discuss fitness, nutrition, overall health, and overall well-being. I have Coach Z with me today. Hi, Coach Z. Yes, girl.
Hi, peta-gay.
I love it. So for those of you guys who are listening to this podcast, she just gave me the flex. Right, that's right, girl power. So hi, Coach Z, welcome.
Thank you, peta-gay, for having me. This is awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So today, guys, we will be talking about training to love every process of fitness. So Coach Z she's probably one of the happiest people I know, is going to walk us through how to make sure that you're happy and joyous and enjoying every process of the fitness process, right, Coach Z?
You got it.
Awesome. All righty. So tell us, Coach Z, where exactly are you joining us from?
From Vancouver, BC, Canada.
So let's jump straight into it, Coach Z. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're a mother, you're a fitness enthusiast, you're a personal trainer, you're a former runner. Tell us a little bit about Coach Z.
I was born in Canada, lived part of my life in Chile, came back again to Canada, went to university in Chile, got into fitness from a very young age, just by the guidance of my parents, having a lot of fun into growing into loving fitness and making it part of my lifestyle.
Right.
And I guess as a personal trainer, that's what I've always wanted to share with people, how to make it a very positive part of your life and make it into a lifestyle. So that's kind of what I bring into with my Crazee Fitness, is a mix of pretty much everything you love. But you don't necessarily have to pick one thing in fitness. You can put it all together. And that's kind of the way I guide myself. So whatever falls on that day that you love, just move your body and do whatever happens.
Right.
That very day.
Oh my God, I totally love that, because that's the type of personal trainer that I am too. And for me personally, right, there are days I'm doing yoga. I mean, I'm jumping rope, just, go swimming, go for a walk, go for a hike, go for a run, lifting weights, whatever it is that moved me on that day, that's what I am going to do. You're a girl after my own heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because if you do what somebody else wants you to do, especially if you have control over that, how can you really find happiness in doing that?
You can't. You won't really stick to it. You'll get disappointed. So you have to, it doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you keep moving your body every day, because we are meant to move. We're not meant to be sedentary, right?
Yeah,
the body is meant to move.
Right. Awesome. So sounds like you're pretty passionate about fitness and, enjoying the process of fitness. You kind of touched on it a little bit, Coach Z. How did you get motivated? What inspired you to really get into fitness on this level?
Like I said, it started at a very young age. I was in track and field through high school, through part of my university, enjoying it. I think mostly for me was with my parents. Yes. And also my mom. My mom was like the commando troop trainer of the whole family. So just doing those amazing adventures with her and watching her do marathons, run, keep fit, just never being pushed in a negative way for it. It just kept me loving and it kept me growing. And then what happened is I started to see parents, they seem to push their kids so much. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to start a class where kids that weren't really into doing sports, but also what I wanted to do for them is to do a class for them that they will start building confidence.
Yes.
So it's the confidence. So if some of them wanted to get into sports, they could get into sports. But I guess my major goal was for them to grow up loving it.
Right.
And not feel the pressure of those everyday pressures that they already feel like,
that is
true. At school, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that, just to feel really chill and have a good time.
Right,
So that's
right.
what started my Crazee.
And we'll talk about Crazee in a minute and how you came up with that. But you know, that is so important, right? Just as young people, and it's just like with nutrition as well, to rear them up from an early age, bringing fitness into their lives without the pressure, right? You don't have to be a professional athlete. You don't have to be on anybody's track team like we were, but just go out and move your body in a fun way, starting from an early age, and that will make it so much easier for them to transition into it as adults, right?
Yeah, and then what happens is I also want adults to remember what it felt like to have that good time.
That's right.
Yeah, have a good time in fitness, not to take it so seriously.
Right, because it's the simple stuff. I always say the basics. We jump rope as kids. Girl, I love jumping rope. We do high knees and jumping jacks and stuff like that. Why can't we do it as adults?
That's what I say.
Awesome. So how long have you like officially been a personal trainer, coach?
24 years.
Oh,
24.
okay. Right. And your inspiration came from your parents. You said mainly your mom. Was your mom a runner? Like she, you know, you said she did marathons and so forth.
She did marathons. She was always into fitness. We were always doing fitness together. You know, all the girls at home. My brother was he was a professional soccer player, so he loved soccer since he was like 5. You know.
Wow. Oh, okay. So how many siblings do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
And are you guys all into fitness on some degree?
Yeah, all of us.
Wow.
Like, we really love it.
Right. And I personally think, and I'm sure you can attest to it, it's because of the way you were raised and how your parents instill it in you without pushing it on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So what type of personal trainer are you, would you say? What do you focus on? I know we spoke about a little bit about dry land training. Can you explain to me what that really means and how, you know, in your world, what exactly is that?
Oh, so dry land training is because I have my little athletes that I train too. So soccer teams, some little hockey players, and my figure skaters. So dry land training is kind of off the ice or off the game, like if they're playing soccer. So it's their agility training, strength training, all those kinds of things. So what I do with that is I try and make it as fun as possible.
Right.
With, you know, so an example would be like, you know, if they have to run over hurdles and it's summertime training for my figure skaters, I'll use a water gun to shoot them so they will go faster, or water.
I love it.
So that's making them really kind of like not even know that they're training so hard, but they are.
Right. Then you're pushing them with water guns. But that sounds, you know, pretty exciting to me. So you said soccer players, hockey players, and figure skaters.
Figure skaters.
Right. Oh, okay. And it's not training in hockey or soccer. It's really just overall physical fitness.
Oh yeah. If I trained them in figure skating on the ice, they would all lose. Worst hockey game ever.
Right. So you work with the younger kids, and you know that's more of a, you know, fun, you know, movement, physical fitness, teaching them to enjoy it and have a positive attitude about it.
So my athletes are on the younger scale, from ages like 7 to 16, and then my adult clients, obviously they go from all ages, and I use kind of the same concept, you know, just for them to have a really, really good time, build strength super fast. So I guess I would have to say it's more like HIIT training.
Yeah.
You know, I focus on the whole body.
That's right.
The whole body.
And I think that's so important. Like I find when people, I think it's a waste of time. If I go to the gym and say, oh, I'm doing lats and traps, like why would I go to the gym just to work on my lats? Why would I go to the gym just to work on my bicep for an hour? Can you really work on your lats and your biceps for an hour, right?
No, not really. You're still gonna get biceps no matter how you train.
That's
And you're
right.
still, you're just gonna look fit. I want people to be able to keep it, not only to attract someone that they want in love, but also to keep it for life, past 30, past 40,
Yes.
past,
Mhm.
so
Right.
important. Yeah.
Right. To make it a lifestyle. And I agree. I find that if you work your whole body and teach yourself and train yourself how to work your own body, one, you'll have a little bit more fun doing it. And one, those are the type of functional exercises that you can take with you for, a lifetime, right?
Oh, exactly. Like if you get lost in the Amazon forest and you have to climb up a waterfall.
That's right. That is very true. Yes. So fitness is not only about, like you say, attract as a woman, attracting a man, or you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look fine. It's about functional stuff. If you go out on the ice and you slip and fall, or your athletes, being able to have balance and core stability and so forth, why she's out there figure skating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's change it up a little bit, Coach Z. Nutrition. Okay. How important would you say nutrition is in overall health? And what may be one or two things that you can think of that one may say to have fun with your diet? You know how you have focus on having fun with fitness. How can I make nutrition a little bit more fun?
How? I mean, I love cooking.
Yes.
I mean, I try and find like different really good healthy recipes. So I guess in that, maybe like, because then you get to buy your own ingredients, you get to teach yourself maybe 2 healthy meals a month to add on to your own kind of schedule of eating. Very important to enjoy food, and good food, you need it. If you, I guess it's about 90% of what you're going to be kind of accomplishing in fitness has to do with your nutrition.
That's right.
It is so important. It is, it gives you balance of the mind. Without proper nutrition, you're going to be grumpy.
That's true. That is very true.
And then whatever is thrown to you that day, you're not going to be able to deal with it properly.
Yeah.
And I find, oh my goodness, people just either they just don't eat, or they'll have like one really bad meal a day, and then they're on this diet, and all of a sudden this diets come out, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this one, it's gonna work. And I go, yeah, but can you keep it for life?
Can you maintain it? That's the important
question. And usually no, because it's not, humans are not like that, right?
Right.
We are meant to have like, a little bit of those treats that we love, but by eating properly, you won't have those things every day, but once in a while with your friends or enjoyment, of a different type of meal, you will be able to do that.
Right. Yeah, that is actually, very important, because I think people take food too seriously. I think, it's the fitness, I think is the easy part. I think the nutrition may be the harder part of fitness and nutrition. But I think one of the reasons why it's so hard is because people take it a little bit too seriously, right? It's okay to take, what do you call it, cheat meal. I don't like that phrase, and I don't really use it with my clients, or just really. But it's okay to treat yourself sometimes. You have to appease that taste buds every once in a while. It's okay. When you start putting yourself on these strict diets and say, I'm only going to do this and I'm only going to do that, can you really maintain that type of lifestyle? And how fun can that be?
Impossible. Yeah, that's like, it's kind of torturous in a way. You just have to if you take care of the amount of foods that you eat and all those kinds of things, you're gonna be fine. And then if you exercise, usually when you're overeating, you're compensating for something else.
That's true. Yeah.
When you're overeating, there's something happening. You gotta address it. You gotta be able, to find it. Why am I overeating? What am I feeling? Or when you're undereating, it's the same thing as undereating.
That's right. That is true. That is very true. And which will lead me into my next question, mental health. Because I think overeating or undereating can be attributed to something that's going on psychologically, right? So and with that, and how important do you think fitness is to help with mental health?
Oh, like one of the most important things. So important. So important, because you need to, the body needs to move, you need to feel accomplished, you need to feel like you sweating, everything balances chemically in your body when you do some sort of exercise. It doesn't matter what, whether you're gonna go dancing or whatever, you have to, it's very, very important.
Because I see you, and a lot of people, like, we make up many excuses, right? And for those of you guys who are listening to this podcast, we'll give you Coach Z's information so you can follow her on YouTube and on Instagram. But she's in Canada, and it's freezing cold. I see this chick out in the snow running and hiking and snow, and I'm like, what's your excuse? We have 60 degrees here in Atlanta today. What's our excuse?
Exactly. It's like I don't know. I just enjoy it. I just really, really enjoy it. You have to stop the excuses, and you have to see, what can I find to really bring on fitness? Because you're not meant, like I said before, you're not meant to be sitting down. You are meant to be moving. If the body starts to just sit down, everything will fail. Everything. And what is the use? What is the use then? Because then you either end up with medication, you end up really sad, you end up upset at yourself. So it's very, very important. Like a lot of, sometimes even people at work or whatever said, I have so much pain on my back, but I'll start when the pain on my back stops. And I go, buddy, the pain in your back is because you are not moving.
That's right. That is very true.
It doesn't mean,
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't mean go jump and do whatever, but it's like once you get moving, even into getting into stretches, a little bit of a walk, you'll feel
right. And I totally agree with that. I had knee surgery back when I was in college, I guess, from running, and I did the hurdles and all that mess, pretty much my entire life. And as I got older, my knee, I thought I was never going to run again, but as I got older, my knee injury got better because I focus on nutrition, and I think that helped as well. But I have to get my mind right. I have to understand, and you may experience this when I'm going out for a run. Mind you, I'm a sprinter, and I've kind of changed myself into a long distance runner. Everything aches. Everything. That's always been my case. Like, I feel my knee aching, my ankle feels, and I'm like, if I judge how I feel on mile 1, I will never get to 2, 3, 4, 5 miles, right?
Keep moving the body, and you're gonna feel it until you warm up, just like
that's
a
right.
car.
That's right. Yeah. Usually for me, it's like mile 2 or 3. When I go for usually it's mile 3 when I start. Well, the body physical, like usually after a half a mile, I get warmed up and I'm good to go. But for me to get into a really good running rhythm, it's 3 miles for me. And there are days when I'm only doing 3 miles, so I can't really get that rhythm. But anything after 3 miles, I'm warmed up. My mind is in a good place, especially if I'm outside looking at the birds and the bees and the trees and the people and maybe car or whatever. My mind is just, it helps with my mental health. Like I always say on my posts on social media, running is my solace.
Oh, it's hiking. For me, it's the forest. For me, I go in nature, I reconnect, and then that's what keeps me going a lot.
Yeah.
I just go take my dog, go for a run, back, I'm better, ready to face the world.
Right.
And then another day.
Yeah, because the world has thrown, a lot on us, just these last few months. But you have to find a way to, just stay positive, whether it's through walking or hiking or swimming or jogging, whatever it is. Just try to not take it so seriously, man.
Yeah. Stay away from, just go with your own group. Like, don't feel like you have to be, if there's you're walking through and everybody's feeling a little bit, negative, and you see it and it's bothering you, just keep walking and chill and relax and
Yeah.
Don't pay too much attention to whoever, I guess, is trying to get the attention.
Right,
You know what I mean?
true. Yeah, and that's a good advice, Coach Z. It's when I first started long distance running as a sprinter, we just want to go. Our goal is to pass the next person and get to the finish line first. I had to retrain, not my body, well, in addition to my body, my mind, right? Like, I don't have to pass the person in front of me. I kind of set a goal, like my goal, if I'm going to pass someone, I need to pass someone that's walking. I don't have to pass someone that's running so fast, like I'm trying to catch them, or that person look like they're overweight. They shouldn't be running faster. I don't know them. They could have been running their whole life, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, sometimes it's not about, the way the person looks. I've been surprised very much. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It's because we're all built differently, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one standard look of fitness. You don't have to look a certain way to be fit.
Any advice do you have, Coach Z, for, I know we spoke about, training the child at an early age to enjoy fitness and love it or whatever, but not all of us had that luxury, right? For me, when I was growing up, I was the only athlete in my home. I didn't have, my parents never came and watched me run. I ran all over this world, and it doesn't bother me, but it's just one of those things. I just was talented. My sister wasn't an athlete. My brother wasn't an athlete. My mama wasn't an athlete. I was just all solo out there. So what do you have to say to that person who is an adult, who's never been around fitness, and now I'm 45 years old and I'm trying to get into health and fitness? What advice would you have for that person?
Like I said, before, start walking, pick or either, like, if you love dancing, just start doing like maybe 15 minutes of let's just moving the body a day, or go for that 30-minute walk, start doing those little things, little steps. And little by little, every week, add something that you see, like, maybe some push-ups, maybe some squats. It will like make you feel so much better. And naturally, your body will start adding on more stuff.
That's right. And that is true. Just start somewhere, you guys. Start little. You don't have to go, hike up in the mountains, for 20-something miles like Coach Z does. Cross Crazee. Let's touch on that. Where did that come from?
It's like, okay, I actually remember now. I was like trying to think about it. How did it go? Okay, so I was teaching my class, and then one of my clients said, Coach Z, this is crazy. Like, this class is crazy. And I go, okay. So I said, Cross Crazee.
I love it.
So then everything, I had the Cross Crazee hikes, Cross Crazee, like everything just became Cross Crazee, because it was like, and everybody kept asking me, why crazy? I go, well, you gotta blame it on one of my clients.
Right.
And you're crazy.
Right, you didn't come up with it, right? One of your clients came up with it, so it must be true. Some craziness in there, but you kind of have to be crazy to be a personal trainer, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm a crazy personal trainer.
I love it. Well, Coach Z, this was an amazing conversation. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. I love your attitude and your fun personality, and I'm sure your clients love, just you and the way and who you are as a personal trainer and your attitude towards fitness. So they're lucky to have someone like you as their trainer.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me, where can we find you on social media, Coach Z?
Well, for you, YouTube with you, I'm on, it's called Cross Crazee Fitness. So Cross Crazee meaning CROSS, Crazee is CRAZEE, Fitness. And then on Instagram, it's kind of the same Cross Crazee Fitness. Cross Crazee, yeah, they're both. Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. You can also find me under Cross Crazee Fitness there too. Okay,
and it's CRAZEE.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, perfect.
For Cozy. So instead of
yeah, I love it.
The most confusing name ever.
No, it's pretty cool though. I think it's kind of catchy.
Cool. I love it.
Awesome.
And everyone becomes my warriors.
Oh, right. That's right. Yep.
No, I told you. No, I told
But thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Coach Z, for joining us today and for your conversation and for bringing me laughter. I had a long day at work today, and seeing your smiling face just kind of brightens up my day. So I totally appreciate that personally.
Thank you, peta-gay. It was awesome. I loved it so much.
Awesome. Alrighty, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us, you all. Again, go follow Coach G. This is recorded and will be posted on YouTube as well. We are on episode number 52. It was a pleasure having this beautiful joyous sister on this week's interview. I will share all her information in our links below, and you guys can go ahead and follow her. But until next time, you guys, Coach Z and I, we are out.